YouTube. So today we're going to talk about your goals, but don't worry, we're going to make it fun. See, we're going to talk about your goals over there on the playground, because everything's a whole lot less intimidating when you're on a playground, unless you got bullied in middle school or elementary school. Don't think about that. We'll get to it. Sometimes when we have a goal, it's not actually accomplishing anything. We're just moving dirt from one pile to another. So let's try to have goals that actually accomplish something. Okay, so here's the thing about goals. You have to know how to set them. Because the biggest problem that I find with people's goals is they're often aiming at the wrong thing. If you aim at something that you're either not used to aiming for or something new, you're gonna get some different results than you're expecting. So let's use this to our advantage. Let's learn today how to aim at something new. And really, the hardest part of that is knowing what to aim at. So I was gonna use an example of monkey bars to kind of help illustrate my point, but there are no monkey bars on this playground. It is just too hot to record outside on a Saturday afternoon. So we're gonna continue this at Sonic with a cold iced tea. That's a lot better. So, back to what we were saying about goals. What's important is first choosing your goal, of course. Always gotta choose your goal first. So let's say you wanna make a lot of money with your business. How much money do you wanna make? Let's just get ambitious and say you wanna make $1 million. Great, that's a good starting place. But just having that goal doesn't really mean much. What's important is about choosing how you're gonna get there. So, some people say, well, I'm going to sell more things. Well, duh. Of course you're going to sell more things. You wanted to sell $1 million worth of things. So it's the same goal as before. So how are you going to sell more things? Or how are you going to accomplish your goal? And here's the biggest part to me. Whenever I set goals, if I set a goal and then I say, oh, I'm going to, let's go to working out. Maybe that's something you identify with a little better. For working out, if I say, oh, I want to work out and even if I get very specific and say I want to do 100 push-ups during this workout or 50 squats during this workout, it's still not a really good plan because it's so hard to it's so lofty. It's such a big, high bar to set. But instead of saying that, I'm going to chunk it down to something smaller I'm going to do 10 push-ups 10 times. Okay, that's a little bit more manageable. I'm gonna do 10 push-ups. And all I have to do is start that 10 push-ups, and then I have started my 100. And it's a whole lot less ridiculous than doing 100 push-ups. It's just 10 push-ups, and then I do it a few more times. Even better than setting specific goals and chunking it down into something smaller is choosing systems and creating systems that make your life easier, that help you accomplish your goals. Now, what do I mean by systems? So systems are anything that are really not your goal. It's kind of the bigger picture way of looking at everything. So instead of saying, oh, I want to work out 10 times this month or want to work out every day this week, we've already chunked it down to you want to work out a lot of times this week, 5 times this week, and you're going to go once a day. Okay, pretty easy. You've kind of managed that out. But let's create a system in place. If, let's say, after work, your friends are going to call you and say, hey, let's go hang out. And you decided that your workout time is going to be after work. Well, you already have a system in place that is working against you. You need a system in place that works for you. So either that means you have to change when you work out I'm going to wake up earlier and work out then. But again, the system for that is going to be when do you wake up and how
much rest did you get the night before? Because if you're not sleeping enough, you're already impacting the system. You're affecting your goal and killing your goal or making it significantly harder before you even start. Okay, I want to talk a little bit more about systems and exactly what they look like. I'm going to give you a few examples that come to my mind. Sleep is a system. It's how much rest did you get the night before? So a lot of self-care is going to come into your systems. So you yourself are a system. If your system, if your body, your mind, your attitude is not in a good place, there's some systems that are already working against you. You're already saying, well, I'm going to fail. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to work out. You're working against yourself. Your system is already against you. Your friends, your family, your coworkers even. If they're all working against you or they all have a very different goal in mind, well, that's not going to be very helpful. Sometimes even what season we're in, whether we're in winter or summer, can make a big difference in your goals. Okay, so quick rapid fire list while I got it here. Seasons, time of day, friends, family, other planned events, your own body and even self-care, as well as your emotions. These are all good examples of systems that are going to affect you each and every day. So this is what I encourage. Create a manageable goal, then chunk it down into smaller steps, and then figure out what systems are going to help make that goal more possible. What can you do to your environment to make that goal a lot more possible? When you chunk it down and you make systems, it's going to be really hard to not accomplish your goal. One last thought to leave you with. Think of yourself as a plant. Yes, a plant. Hang on with me for a little bit. If you put yourself in the right environment, because you have legs unlike a plant, you can get up and walk around and go to where you need to be and do what you need to do. As long as you give yourself everything you need and put yourself in the right environment, you are going to grow and flourish and become the person you want to be. You just got to figure out what that environment is. Sometimes it takes a little bit of trial and error. Nothing wrong with that. Give it a try. Maybe working out in the afternoon doesn't work for you. Maybe you learn that you got to wake up. You're one of those people that has to wake up and work out in the morning. Nothing wrong with that. You learned about you. Don't listen to what everyone else needs to do. What do you need to do to accomplish your goals? I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks.